What's up, Kaizenovators? Happy Tuesday, 2-minute drill. Today's topic of conversation is questions. So this past weekend, I was asked to speak at the Rising Tide Summit event at Cleveland University. The ChiroOne leadership team, Sam, Mai, Anthony, they asked me to speak. I said, absolutely, I'd be happy to speak to the students. And I have a regular presentation that I've done many times at several of the chiropractic colleges and universities, but this time I wanted to change it up. I wanted to not talk about just the logistics and the mechanics around entrepreneurship, but I wanted to get a little bit more into the human going through the entrepreneurial journey. So my topic of conversation was why, what, who, and how. And I just thought these questions were relevant for this conversation, so I'm just going to share them with you. And I think, maybe you want to answer some of these questions. So why? My first question is, why do you exist? Why do we exist? It's really about our personal mission statement. And when I thought about it for myself, I hadn't done that exercise in several years, it was really interesting and thought-provoking as to answering that question is why I exist. So I encourage you to answer that question. Why do you exist? Second question, what do you know about yourself? This is all about self-awareness. You've heard me talk about this before. All the standardized assessments that you can use, like the Myers-Briggs, Strength Finders. There's a PDP assessment that Chiro Matchmakers has, which is awesome. There's the Johari window, which talks about what you know about yourself and what other people know about you, where you can find your blind spots. There's the GRIT assessment. So what do you know about yourself? It's really about developing greater self-awareness. Who do you surround yourself with? You are at the center of your universe. You are, we all are, and we've got our concentric circles of influence. We've got our family and friends kind of in the inner circle. We've got the people that we work with, and then we've got our broader network. And sometimes there's a lot of intermingling of those circles, but who you spend your time with, again, Jim Rohn said this, you're the average of the five people that you spend the most time with. Who you spend your time with is really important. So are you spending your time with the right people that are actually propelling your life forward? And then lastly, how, the mechanics of how. How are you going to achieve your goals? Now, I've talked about this in other TMDs, like you want to ask yourself, you set a goal, then you want to ask yourself the 3 to 5 hows. How will I do this? Okay, well, how will I do this? Okay, well, how will I do this? Essentially, reverse engineering goal execution. But what was interesting is I put this process through ChatGPT, and that AI tool actually gave me a really thorough way to go through the 5 hows. So it was exciting that I used technology to augment what I was already doing in my own brain and come up with new ideas and solutions to come up with the how to achieve goals. So I know I've gone over today, guys. I apologize, but I think these questions are really important. Why do you exist? What do you know about yourself? Who do you want in your life that are really going to elevate you? And how will you accomplish your goals? You answer those questions, you're going to be happy, you're going to be healthy, and your life is going to be great. So that's this week 2-minute drill, you guys. Have a great week. I'll talk to you on next week.